Pretend to be sick so I can get some hot nurse action. Fenrir, you sly dog, this is the best idea you've ever had. Now to click this here button and see what kind of hot action we can get. YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis XO, and also welcoming you back to the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Every day for 100 days, dueling with a different deck every single day. Today is the 41st day of the 100 days Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's time once again for another episode of Troll Week. That's right, a week where we're just trolling people with trolly cards, trolly combos, and having a good time just messing around with people. So today we're taking to the classical deck. We had to have a burn deck in the 100 days troll week. That's what you gotta do. And that's what we got here today with good old Dark Lord Nurse Reficule burn. That's right, reverse burning our opponent by healing them in reverse. That's what the deck is all about. So we got ourselves an interesting variant of that. This is a going second variant of Dark Lord Reficule, which involves like Time Lords and stuff. And it was actually donated to us by Mr. The Hero Hut over on the Discord channel. So we got an interesting little deck here today. We're going to be showing off all the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's, and have ourselves a good old time. We're going to be going second for the most part today. It's going to be very different from most Dark Nurse Reficule decks that we've seen in the past, but you know what? It's something different, and I'm curious to see how this one's going to go. So we're going to be heading on into Yugioh Pro, showing off what this deck is going to do. As always, deck profiles at the end. Don't forget to hit up all the good buttons below. And enough talking, let's get into the action and troll some people. Alright, everybody, our first opponent of the day in another card game. So it's, like I said, it's going to be a very interesting, different kind of day today. We're going second with a nurseburn deck, and well, actually double check the list. We don't actually have like Upstart Goblin and things I'd normally expect to see, but it's an opening hand I can live with. I mean, I've got Gold Sandy, I got Time Maiden, and I got my Nurse Reficule to start along with the card that lets me burn my opponent. So I would call this a good enough opening hand. Plus going second, I'll get to draw more cards, so you know, I can draw something pretty nice. All this depends on what this dude's playing. So this appears to be Mikazuchi no Yaiba. Alright, okay, I'm less interested now. It's just Bystials. Anyone and their mother can play Bystials. Alright, so got Bestial Magnum Hut and all that good stuff. And see, I've got myself my Time Maiden. This will add me another Time Lord and all that good stuff. I'll probably special summon a Maiden. Then we can get Michion, get things nice and set up. Yeah, so Mikazuchi no Yaiba will summon himself back during the end phase. Although it's usually better to save him because he will be banished when he leaves the board. Oh, hey, it's Mattyon, sweet. Alright, let me think about this here. I'm gonna think about that there. Let's see, let's special summon our Time Maiden. Get that nice and set up. What's defense on this thing? It is rather large. Let me think about this. I might need to save Reficule for now. Let's go ahead and start off with Michion. We'll start with Michion just so I can start like halving my opponent's life points and such. So that's what we're gonna do. Now granted, he can banish the Time Maiden, which is a little annoying, but that's about the only like sticking point here. That's just what you have to deal with when you're up against Bystials and you're playing Light Darks, is that your opponent's gonna mess with your graveyard. Which granted, I'm not appreciative of him doing that, but whatever, I will still be having your life points, sir. Yep, I can just attack you. Can't really do much about Michion at the moment, can you? Not at the moment. But yeah, this will activate Michion's effect to start getting rid of my opponent's life points. That's ultimately what this deck's all about. Now all I need to worry about is like Bait Doll. Not that anyone plays Bait Doll anymore, but if they did, it would be the one thing that would be in trouble here, because he could force me to activate gift card and give him free life points. Which obviously, in normal circumstances, this card is absolutely silly, despite there being a very nice Wing Karibo on their artwork. But the whole point of Nurse Reficule is just like, hey, if you're going to gain life points, you're going to be taking damage instead. You show this thing to an Aromage player and they just pass out right on spot. What did he just get? Was that Dragon Rulers? A tricky situation if he can get that started. But yeah, he's gonna go for his Mikazuchi no Yaiba. Get himself a Dark Dragon being Destrudo. Okay, that works. That's perfect for me. That's perfect, because barring him getting rid of Gift Card, if he goes for Destrudo, that'll have his life points. And that way I'll be able to, like, auto-win with Reficule. So that would be perfect for me. I like that idea. I like that idea. It ultimately depends on, like, what my opponent does, obviously. But I have other things, too. I mean, I got Sandy on. He does essentially the same thing. He'll do 2,000 damage. I got Metayon. I get Metayon and Michi confused sometimes because they're both red-ish. I mean, one's purple, one's red. This guy's yellow. So that's on me, but they're similar enough. Okay, what the heck is this? Vagball, the Moon Dragon. And with a 300 attack for every level, the non-tuner and ally type damage. Okay. Cool. I mean, it's a nice big beat stick, I guess. And you do have Bestial Rebellion. Cool. Alright, that's okay, I guess. Although the Branded Beast can be tricky, because that does have, like, targeted destruction, and you can remove Michion. How does this thing work again? Tribute a dragon, target a card, destroy it. He could do that. That could be a little tricky, we'll see. Well, let me think about this. Let's see. Control the monster of this card from the hand, tribute 2 tributes. Banish this card from the grave, so any Time Lord 0 attack from the deck, nor get some conditions. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able... Well, if I normal summoned Time Maiden... Maybe. I'm trying to think of ways I could get around this. The Branded Beast is just a little annoying. Because the only weakness that Time Lords really have is that... Oh, wait, no, they can't be destroyed by card effects. Never mind, I'm being silly. I'm like, targeting hurts me, but not that kind of targeting. That's like the one kind of targeting that doesn't hurt me. Alright. This is fine. Go ahead. Do your Dragon Ruler shenanigans. It will do you little good. Because even if he does summon out, like, the ultimate dude, it won't really matter. Let's see. Yeah, it wouldn't really matter. Even if he does make the ultimate Dragon Ruler, it won't matter too much, because Michion will survive any of these monsters. And even if he summons out the King of Calamities, that'll just, like... It'll wipe my board, but I'll still have life points. Alright, so now you're going to make the light one. And that's going to allow you to get the Tempest, I would assume. Because I think that's the only one left. Yeah, he needs Tempest. Okay. Alright. I see what you're pulling here. I see it. Oh no, Fallen Balbaz. Interesting choice. Wait, does he have a normal summon still and he's going to fuse with me? Oh boy, I think that's exactly what he's doing. If he can. I guess he couldn't. Okay. Not sure what that was about, but okay, you do you. Alright. Let's see, 40, 70. Man, that actually still be game right there. If he does have enough damage. Oh no! Ah! Oh, if he has enough damage on the board, that's not good. I was really hoping he wouldn't. Alright, so you're gonna bring back Tempest, yeah. But you're ultimately going to just, like, overlay these two, right? The Calamity guy, he doesn't get rid of all of my opponent's cards. It's just my stuff, right? Let's see. Banish all monster Pokemon controls in the graveyard with the same attributes as those monsters. Yep. That is Wait, what? Oh, no. I'm sitting here like, oh, he's got me. No, he doesn't, because he messed up. He left Tempest. He left Tempest sitting there. Alright. I mean, I live. There you go. Alright, well, this is a very silly situation. I should rightly be losing, but this is the best way to win with a troll deck, is when your opponent just completely flat-out misplays. Yeah, this guy could have won him the duel if he just left Tempest alone. He needed to keep it in the graveyard so he could have attached it to this dude. And you're going to make Super Trish. This card, the reveal, let's see, banish 3 cards. Interesting indeed. What is it doing? Let's see, somebody using monsters or dragons or Reveal 3 banished cards. Oh, you're gonna hit some of the cards on my action. Okay, I'm trying to read this because I don't remember what it does, and I'm like, oh, it does like nothing. It really doesn't do all that much to me. Not really. But yeah, the Trishul is gonna do its thing. Whatever. Branded Beast is nice, but he has to have a Bestial on the board for this to do anything. So I'm pretty sure I just win right here. Unless I'm very mistaken, I can just normal summon Nurse Reficule and activate my trap card. Be like, hey, yo, here's some free life points. Have fun with them. So unless this dude is straight up playing, like, I don't know, Effect Veiler, that's game right there, baby. Ah! Oh! That was beautiful. I thought for a second I was cooked. I was like, okay, I got this nice strategy all cooked up. Oh, wait, he's got a field nuke. No, he doesn't, because this guy couldn't read his cards. Okay, well, I lucked out on that first duel, but you know what? Sometimes when you're a troll, you're a lucky troll. And it's a win in the book. So, let's go for duel number 2. Show up more what the deck is about, because you got, like, the microcosm of it. That's the whole thing, like, Time Lords, Nurse Reficule. But there's more in the deck, and so let's see if we can show it off today. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go do it again. But no more luck. None of that nonsense. No, this time we're going to win with nothing but skills, baby. What do we have for an opening hand? Well, we're going first, which is not ideal for this particular hand. But we'll start by setting up our bad reaction to Samochi for later. We'll special summon the Time Lord, the Time Maiden, I should say. Because it's a really nice card. I can tribute this thing off. Search out a Time Lord to my hand. Since we're going first, let's get Zaphion. Because this thing does leave the board for whatever reason. I will get to at least draw another card, so that's pretty good. And I do have my Foolish Burial. There's not really a use to using it yet, so I'll end my turn for now. For now, we shall end our turn and see where things go. Like I said, this is more of a going second deck. Although, that really helps me right there. If he's playing Elemental Heroes, I got a big old rock, so that's perfect. That is actually really, really, really good for me. I'm just going to activate Samochi now, by the way, just to, have it. It's not going to affect anything. I don't want to have to keep having to be saying, don't do that. So, yeah, we're up against Elemental Heroes. A very annoying bunch, not going to lie. Heroes used to be such a cool archetype. They had so many different, cards they can go into, so many different combos and wombos, and, the deck had soul. The deck had soul, but then they had, Konami, they had to rope all 4 hero branches into one, and they had to make, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer and all the crazy evil heroes and stuff like that. It's just not a fun deck to have to play anymore. It used to be. I mean, it could be fun to play, but not so much for the opponent having to sit through 10, 15-minute turns. It's not fun. But that's okay. Because this is going to summon out another evil hero. Indeed it will. That'll summon out, I assume, the prison guy, yeah. So let's see, that's 3 summons thus far, so that's not bad. That's not bad. He does have Plasma. I gotta be cautious around Plasma, but that's what the Big Rock's for. The Big Rock doesn't like Plasma. Let me tell you, they are not the buddies. But we'll be okay, I think. Again, I would like to have something I could revive, or Call the Haunted, Monsterborn, something like that. Would be really good here. But I'm going to go ahead and let my opponent just do his thing, I'm just sitting here, sitting pretty. I got a big old rock. My opponent doesn't even know. He'll probably even rage quit the minute I drop the rock on him if I hit him at the right time. I'm just trying to, let my opponent do as much as they want to do. That's the power of Nibiru. It's you play it when your opponent, has gone through a lot of their cards. And I just turn off the chain. That way he doesn't know. He might think he knows, but now he'll be less sure about it. Well, now that it's finally the end of the main phase, let's go ahead and Nibiru this dude. Go ahead and bring out the rock. And give him a smaller rock. And I'll draw myself a card, baby. There you go. Alright. Another bad reaction. This would have been so much better if it had been something else, but there's Sandy on. Okay. Not what I was hoping for, because he does have he has the favorite hero trap, so that's not ideal. Let me think about this. Let's go ahead and let's deck fin a little bit. He does have favorite hero, but I think he doesn't have the cards to make it work just a moment. So let's see. What do I want to send to the graveyard in this particular instance? There really isn't much to send, is the problem. I guess I'll send another Time Maiden, so I have that option to do that thing. And let's go for Harpy's Feather Duster to at least bait this out. We'll bait out the... Oh, Dark Supremacy. Oh. Okay, I mean, that's good. That's good. That's actually really good, because now I don't have to worry about it. So we'll banish the Time Maiden. Let's summon out Michion. Like so. And that way I can just, like, have my opponent's life points while I'm at it. So, a good start, and hey, Sandion's ready. He's waiting in the wing. He is prepared to beat over whatever my opponent does, because let's see, what does he have? He's got Neos. I forget what the other card in his hand is. It might be Favorite Hero, or it might not be. I forget. Then again, he didn't set the trap, so maybe he doesn't. Either way. Either way, indeed. Alright, so this is going to get him back his cards. Yep. Cool and all that good stuff. He'll shuffle back 5. It doesn't draw him anything, though. So it really just depends on what he makes. If he sets up an Omni Negate or something, that could be an issue. But I have Sandion, and that'll burn my opponent for the 2,000 damage. So, in that regard, I'm sitting pretty. It really just depends on what he can make at this point. Alright. Bane. Good old Bane. Cannot be targeted by stuff. Blows up my rock and makes himself bigger. Alright. Touche, sir. Touche. You got yourself your malicious Bane. Now, I used to love Bane. Back when Destiny Heroes just had, like... Or not Destiny here, but the Evil Heroes. Back when they only had Bane, I really liked Evil Heroes. The dude was just a big honkin' chonkin' dude. You know, he had some nasty protection. He had the burn thing. He's kind of like the Diet Coke version of Red Eyes Dragoon. Because he doesn't negate stuff. And I appreciate that. I like it when every other boss is like, once per turn, negate everything your opponent wants to do for free. I'm not a big fan of that sort of card. I'm not. I really am not. Because if you think discarding one card is like a cost, it's really not. If you think about like modern game, it's really not. It's not a cost. Regardless of my ramblings, what are you... Okay, he's going for it. This man's going for it. What is he summoning now? Yeah, Bubbly Boy. Because this let him draw more cards. Okay. I like it that my opponent didn't give up or anything. Although I was really hoping they tried to gain life points by some means. Do heroes have a... Steam Healer. He could have gone for Steam Healer. That would have let him gain life points. But I kind of doubt he's going to do that. So, yeah. Okay. Get another the Malicious. He's so delicious. Tribute that off for Diamond Dude, perhaps? No, just getting... Oh, it's on a Plasma. That's not ideal. But the good thing is that Plasma will not get any attack out of Michion. And I guess he'll just punch this in the face. That's the thing. So, unless this dude is... Well, he's got the trap. That, again, might be the fusion spell. So, we'll see where the... Not the fusion spell, the trap. The trap that lets him fusion. Or something of that nature. So, we'll see. We'll see, indeed. But Sandion can just be normal summoned. He is a 4,000 point beat stick. So, that's something. Let's see here. Let's see. I need to have no monsters, though. So let's normal summon Sandion. I normal summon Sandy. What say ye to that? And then... Do I hedge my bets? That's 2,100 points of damage. I think I'm okay. Let's just attack and see where this goes. So I will attack into Plasma. And see where this goes. Is that the game, sir? It is not quite game yet. Although, what are you fusing into? Oh, it's Phoenix, dude. Okay. That doesn't affect me at all. Because you can't destroy Time Lords. So even if he has Phoenix, that doesn't do anything. Because all I have to do is battle, period. And then we're good. Nope, I'm good. Alright. Still battling. Okay, that was an interesting way to end the duel, but there you go. Alright, so once we've ended the battle phase, good old Sandy Boy is going to throw his pocket sand to the opponent's eyes. 2,000 damage. There you go. All right. Well, that was certainly an interesting way to troll people. I'll give the guy credit. He never gave up. He never going to give you up, never going to let you down, all that shebang. But that was our duel against the hero. So we got time for one more today. I think one will be playing, because there's only so many things this deck does do at the end of the day. So, frig it, let's go for one more duel. Let's troll people a little bit more, and see what this deck brings us for our third duel. I'm curious as to what other tricks it wants to bring us. Alright, everybody, our third and final opponent of the day. The last chance at romance, the fight in third, all the good stuff. Opening hand. Am I going first? I'm not going first. Okay. Shared Ride is better going first. And we up against some kind of troll deck. Counter Fairies? I'm going to get Counter Fairies. More than likely, I'm calling Counter Fairies. Probably. Although with a hand like this, I kind of doubt it. We'll see. So let's go ahead and start by special summoning our Time Maiden. We'll summon out the Time Maiden and see where this goes. We'll activate our Time Maiden's effect. So let's see. If he's got this, let's get Zaphion. This will be good because he negates it. Well, actually, I don't know if that works while I negate the summon. Either way. I'll summon out Zaphion, the Time Lord. Attack. I mean, he might negate the summon. I don't know yet. The thing is, this is going to clear out this counter trap one way or the other way. Because Zaphion's whole thing is if it battles, it shuffles all my opponent's spell traps back into the deck. It's absolutely nasty against Parshath. Okay, I got you baited. I mean, either way, that's not a bad thing. Okay, so this is 120% a counter fairy deck. Something Parshath. Well, actually, we have a Parshath deck for, I forget what day we're doing Parshath, but it's like it's in the 50s. It's there somewhere. What does this do? Activate a counter trap, or negate a thing, banish 2 fairies, summon this card. This card attacks, does piercing damage, or does damage, adds a Parshath card. Neato. Wait, this says it adds cards, right? It does say that. Okay, so I'm going to activate Shared Ride, just to have it activated. So basically, the rest of this turn, every time my opponent adds a card to their hand, I'll get to draw a card. Nice little way to come up after this dude is summoning out more counter traps and things. Alright. Let's see. I don't have a Dark Lord card in the graveyard. That's the problem right now. So we'll see. It depends on what we draw. Okay, Itchel's not bad. Let's go ahead and use Itchel's effect, Itching Superbia. See where this is going to head for us. Alright, drawing a couple more cards. Hey, it's Sandy! I can go with Sandy. Why not? Let's normal summon Sandy. Sandy. Okay, this is the part we get solemn, yeah. But I had to do it. I had no reason not to do it. Alright. So Sandy didn't do us any good, but that's okay. Sandy tried his best. And that's all we needed him to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a different time. Let's get Mataion. Mataion, the original Time Lord who came out before the rest of them did. And also, it used to be, like, kind of meta, but not really. But yeah, let's attack into the Sacred Arknight Parshath. That'll bounce his monster in the end phase, or the end of battle phase, I should say. And my opponent will take, what was it, 300 damage for everything returned to the deck? Or to the hand, or whatever it's going. Either way. Another rebirth. This is getting a little annoying. Just a little bit. Alright. Oh, Lord, he has another monster. I mean, has that enough damage to beat me? Oh, that is just enough, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to have to hope for the best. Gonna have to hope for the best. Because unfortunately, my opponent has taken me enough damage. But I have one last card up my sleeve. I do. Does this do anything? Not really. Okay. I'm just reading what these cards do. I mean, it's Parshath. I thought those were counter fairies, but it's not. Clearly not counter fairies. So now, the only card we have left is the Paths of Destiny. Ouchie. I lose. Alright, well that's an unfortunate state of affairs right there. That is a little unfortunate. That was my only saving grace, was to hope to draw it like a heads. Then I could have at least lived a turn. But sadly, I didn't. So, do we have time for one more duel? Let me double check. I can't. Oh, hold on. Why didn't he only attack with one monster? Oh, because he wants to screw with me. Because he just wants to screw with me, I guess. It's the only other reason I could think of. Alright, let's see here. Special summon the Time Maiden. Okay, so now that we've done that, let me think about this. Well, unfortunately, I don't think we got any of that. Much as I want to say we got it, boys, unfortunately, this guy's got his counter traps way too set up. So, I'd say we've lost this third duel. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, even if I do this, it doesn't really matter, does it? I can get all my cards back, but don't just negate this too. Yeah, because there's no way he doesn't have a counter trap to, or solemn. That's an option too. Ah, that's frustrating. All right. Well, it's been a bit of an off day today, but you know what? Some days that happens, you know? And unfortunately, we got out-trolled, but we'll have to remember this when it's time for us to do Parshath. So let's go for the end screen, and we'll talk more about this deck, yeah. Alright, everybody, so our going second nurseburn deck. We got 2 out of 3 wins, which, I'll be honest with y'all, the 60-card decks, they're pretty nifty. I really like the idea of this deck. You know, the Time Lords are doing a lot of damage. Nurse Reficule comes in at the last moment and burns the opponent. I feel like there's a little bit, I don't know, maybe there's a little too much in this deck to make it as consistent as I like it to be. But it's okay. You gotta experiment with stuff sometimes. And you know what? We got to show off exactly what the deck is trying to do. I mean, the Time Lords did their thing. The Nurse Reficule did her thing, you know? So, I'm happy with how the deck turned out for the most part. Maybe if there had just been like some upstart goblins to go with Net Reficule, I don't know, that's just on me. On me, I would say this card deck would have been better, like maybe 50 cards, something like that. But who's to know? Regardless, hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, smack the like button. Continue to subscribe, because we're almost, oh, this is the 41st day. 9 more days, we're at 50 days. It's gonna be crazy. But yes, thank you for watching, everybody. Here is the deck list for anyone who is curious as to what we were doing today. And yeah, take the deck out, have a good time with it. So for our main deck today, we have 1 copy of Nibiru, 3 copies of Sandion, 3 copies of Ichil. We have 1 of Michion and Zaphion, 2 copies of Bathion, triple copy of Dark Lord Superbia. We have Dangerous Pankratops at 1, 2 copies of Amdusk, 3 copies of the titular Dark Nurse Reficule. We have our Phantom Sky Blaster and our Saboteur at 1 with a DD Crow here. Triple Time Maiden, 1 copy of Instant Fusion, 1 Change of the Heart. We have Raigeki, 3 copies of Dark Lord Contact. We have 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duelster. We have our Mind Control and our Pot of Avarice, our Foolish Burial, and our Monster Born. Triple Banishment of the Dark Lords, so searching our stuff. We have Shared Ride in case we happen to be going first and having a bad hand, that sort of thing. Triple MSD. We have ourselves Call the Grave, Super Poly. We have our Burial from the different dimensions. We have things like Infinite Imperm, Evenly Matched, Witch's Strike, Triple Gift Card, Triple Paths of Destiny, Triple Bad Reaction Samochi, and a Call of the Haunted. So that's with the extra deck, which is weirdly not finished, but you can just, there's stuff you can add in here, like the Dark Lord Link and other Super Poly targets, that sort of thing. But anyway, we have things like Relinquished Anima, 2 copies of Linky Stinky Spider, 1 copy Underclock Taker. We have Wee Witch's Apprentice, the Nightmare Trio of Cerberus, Phoenix, and Unicorn. We have Dark the Dark Charmer, Nightmare Griffon, 1 Daigusto Emerald, Relinquished Thousand Eyes Boy, and Starved Venom Fusion Dragon. The other 2 spots, I guess just pick whatever you want. As for the side deck, there's things like the Winged Dragon of Ra and Birdman if you want to do some synchros and stuff, or just, you know, return your Time Lord so you can, you know, use them again pretty quick. You also things like Electric Snake if your hand's getting discarded, Morphing Jar if you have like dead hands. There's 1 for 1 if you want to make the Time Maiden a little more consistent. Things like Lightning Storm, just general field nuky things like Storm and Hole and Vortex. Things like Slash Off for recovery. Pretty basic stuff here. And also Scapegoat if you want to go for more links and things. So that was today's deck, everybody. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to let you guys know right now it's going to be slightly different tomorrow. Because I have the deck mostly done here on EDO Pro. We're going to be, this is the one time I will spoil this. We're playing the Wan Hulot. Unfortunately, however, for some reason on our EDO Pro, the duck doesn't work. So we're actually going to be on Master Duel with this deck. So I got to wrap up that deck a little bit. There's a little more hard choices to be made on that one. But we're going to be playing the Wan Hulot and just really messing with people. So regardless of that, thank you very much for watching today's episode, everybody. And until tomorrow, y'all stay safe and happy. And keep on trolling, trollsters.